Fellow congregation members of the church, most people do this here, brother, as a heel, rock, and crack the nose down, and spit up our mouth monster. I realize that monsters like this do not have a place in heaven. And I also realize that hell simply will not have them because they don't want a motherfucker like this trying to take over. God, my language. But it must be said.
It's another beautiful day to be a raider, draped in the silver and black. I represent the shield. I represent the swords. It's that time of night again, Raider Nation. And you come back. Why? Because it's time. It's time to bring the...
What's up, Raider Nation? I am the Commish, coming to you live, as always, from the friendly confines of Hardcore Child's Live Studios. And just where is that, might you ask? Well, let me give you some simple directions, shall we? It's just down the street, past the house, with the boarded up windows. Make sure you stop at the corner and ask my man Joe. He's a gentleman, he's a scholar, but most of all, he's a man of commerce. So what you should. He's going to point you in the right direction. He's going to tell you to take a left and then a right. And as you find yourself strolling down the street minding your own goddamn business, a cool breeze will hit you that chills you right to your skeletal core. And you'll find yourself asking, was that the autumn wind? Oh, you goddamn right. Should you venture down that deep, dark alley? Well, of course you should. Because what you're going to find at the end is a special little place that we like to call deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction, and as it is every Tuesday on Raider Reaction, this is the Raider Nation Report with yours truly, a solid 60 minutes of everything silver and black. And man, do we got a lot to get into. What an amazing weekend. I mean, shit, where do we even begin? What an off the freaking chain weekend. I mean, good Lord. You go, where do you even begin with the streak, the ineptitude that's been showed at KC over the years? Hold on, I got technical difficulties. Apologize, hold on. got some technical difficulties here. Let me get things going. All right. Sorry about that. We're flying live. I do not have a production crew. It's just me and my little midgets in here trying to help me out. You know, I have to hire midgets because they're short enough to work below the camera level. It's, besides Wizard of Oz and the little people and stuff, I keep everybody employed, man. I'm equal opportunity. So, moving along. Now that we got that out of the way, I've said it and I said it and I said it all off season. The one thing Derek Carr did not have coming into this NFL season was a marquee win to his name. A marquee win that you can stick next to it and be like, oh, that's one of those games. That's one of those games. Well, this season, he's already had 2 of them. First marquee win was the win in Monday night against the Saints. That was the game you had to win historically. You failed to win the historical game last game in Oakland. You had to win the historical first game in Vegas. Got it done. Historical game against a playoff team. It's been knocking on the door of getting back to the Super Bowl for several seasons now, and that was a huge win. Marquee win for Derek Carr. And then you kind of slipped up the last couple weeks. Still a young team, no preseason, trying to find themselves. And then you roll into KC and put the biggest marquee win of your career and hang that shit and put that right up on your fucking mantle. There's your marquee win. You thought the first marquee win of the season was big. Well, this one was way bigger, man. You ended the streak of the reigning Super Bowl champion. It's a division rival. It's the poster boy, the new poster boy of the NFL. It's the one they're trying to shove down your throat to fucking replace Shady Brady, who's on his fucking way out. He's their new poster boy, and you went in and you made him look bad. You made him look fucking pedestrian at home with a little sprinkling of fucking queeflets out there in the audience. What are they like 16,000, something like that in. Bunch of little queeflets running around, but it still wasn't enough to slow this team down. And I've been critical of Derek Carr in the off seasons because a failed season is a failed season. But what I've always said about Derek Carr, and I've been very consistent about what I've said about Derek Carr, is he needs to stay strong in the pocket. He needs to move in the pocket and use his ability, use his athletic ability, and use his speed, use his legs. What did he do? He's moving in the pocket. He was staying strong. He was moving his legs. He was moving the chains. He was extending plays, looking a little Gannon-esque out there, dare I say. Dare I say. What did we say? You have to stretch the field. Where you have to take chances. You can't continually dump. What did he do? Aggressive plays. Aggressive play calling. Coming out. Going deep. Taking shots. Being the quarterback we all wanted to be. We seen him pissed off before the season. Sick of being disrespected. That's a Derek Carr you never seen. Now, I've always said I wanted Derek Carr to be the type of quarterback that would grab a guy by the face mask and motherfucker him on the sideline. That's just not Derek Carr, and that never will be. He's too nice of a fucking guy. But what I did see in this offseason and coming into this season was a Derek Carr who felt disrespected, and a Derek Carr as angry and as pissed off as you're going to see the guy, because that's all he really has in him. So if that's all I'm going to get out of him, and that's the fire that guy, I feel disrespected and I'm upset about, then, hey, right now, I see Derek Carr becoming the leader of men that I've wanted him to be over the last couple of seasons. And I think the biggest concern that we had after the 2019 season, with Derek Carr as the quarterback coming in for your Las Vegas Raiders, was had you seen the ceiling of DC4? Had you seen the best that you were going to see? Had you already seen the ceiling? I think that was the biggest question. Had you finally seen the ceiling? And I don't know if you have yet. I don't know if we have. The fact that after 6 seasons, you can see a quarterback still possibly growing in a system and being a little humble in the system, willing to learn in the system after 6 years, still be that pupil. Derek Carr's turning a little bit of a corner. And we said this had to be the season. This had to be the season that you've seen an upward turn in the career, timeline, and path line graph of Derek Carr. And you're seeing it. He's answering the bell. He's answering every challenge. He felt disrespected. He knows everybody's looking at him. He knows he's fucking being questioned by a large percentage of his fan base. He knows it. And he's responded. What more do you want, man? That's all I wanted. I love the Derek Carr I see out on the field that I seen this last game. He absolutely was poised under pressure. He moved in the pocket. He made plays with his legs. It was the best Derek Carr I'd ever fucking seen. That was his marquee win. That was the biggest win of DC4's career. And, I mean, he hung some fucking points, man. 22 for 31, 347 yards, 3 touchdowns, and the 1 interception, which, you know, you're going to have those. He was due, okay? He hadn't had one all year. So, but bounced back. Bounced back. Against adversity, bounced back. So, I'm ecstatic right now. The last couple of days, I'm just elated as a fan. I don't know where the ceiling of this team is. Because if Derek Carr becomes the leader of men that Raider Nation has wanted him to be over the last couple seasons, nobody's ever, and I mean ever, let me say that again. Nobody has ever questioned Derek Carr's ability. Can he? There's never been a question of can he? Can he make that throw? Can he do this? Can he do that? The only can he question has ever been about Derek Carr is can he get you to that next level and can he win the big one? That's been the question. It's not can he make the throw? Can he finish a season? Can he statistically do this? Can he be a high percentage throw? Yes! He could do all that. We all knew he could do that. Is he a good quarterback? Yes. Is he a Pro Bowl quarterback? Yes. We all knew that. Nobody's ever saying that. You've never heard anybody ever say that he doesn't have those abilities. At least not here. Not on this fucking show. Not on this page. That he doesn't have the abilities. It's just whether you can be the leader of men and you can take a team to that next level. And the Derek Carr I've seen this season so far in a few games, it's the best DC I've ever seen, man. The last couple of games, the team, I tell you, the Bills game, I put 100% on play calling. 100%. I didn't come here and say a damn thing about Derek Carr. I didn't put it on Derek Carr. I put it on the offense. Because I went back and watched Coach's tape like a motherfucker over the last 2 weeks to see what the hell had went wrong. Because this team would look like it was on a huge rise, and then all of a sudden it went on a big fall. So I had to really look, and it was the play calling, man. When you get inside the 20, the 10, the 5, and you're kicking field goals repeatedly, that's not always your quarterback. Some of that's the plays that he's handed and what's sent in. So, this game, whether it's Gruden, whether it's the offensive coordinator, whether it was a combination of the two that they sat down and decided, man, we've got to take some shots. We're getting Ruggs back this week, and we got to take some shots deep. Because, I mean, that's something the Raiders, we got in our DNA, man. It's in the blood of the franchise. You gash a team deep. You get a turnover, what do you do the next play? Fucking speed kills, motherfucker. We're coming after that ass. We just got the ball. Now we're going to cut you deep. And we're going to flip this game. They used to do it all the time. That was the Raiders of the 70s, the Raiders of the 60s. The vertical game, man. You flip the script. This team has the ability to still be able to do that. That is not that's not a dead philosophy. That was a philosophy that was ahead of its fucking time. That's why you were the greatest team ever in the NFL. The 76 Raiders, the greatest team ever. It wasn't Raiders that said that. That's unbiased. Freaking Sports Writers, Sports Illustrated. Greatest team ever. Doing things that can still be done and be successful doing today. So, DC4, man, I'm rocking my DC4 jersey. I am elated to see him turn a corner and continue the upward trend in his career after 6 years. He looks comfortable in this system. I think this young team and this young offense, health, man, with a little more time is going to be amazing. And we're going to get into a little more of that because we got a solid 60 minutes of everything silver and black tonight. So don't be going anywhere. What are we, 16 minutes in? Come on. Would like to take a break here for just a brief moment and thank our sponsors, RaiderNationStore.net and Modo/sports.com. MODO/sports.com. That is the official sports apparel company of the Violator, Raider Nation OG superfan. He's an official sponsor of Raider Reaction as well as RaiderNationStore.net. Man, Ralph's got the cans, he's got cards, he's got the new patches, shirts, got all kinds of shit, the flags, the face masks. Those are our official sponsors here at Raider Reaction. Check them out. RaiderNationStore.net and Modo/sports.com. Check them out. Now, if you think you got some of them thumb skills, man, you're playing the new Madden 21 on PS4 because, we're not inviting children in. So if you're playing on Xbox, step up to a man system. But if you got Madden 21 on PS4, you think you got a little game on them sticks. We got an autographed Derek Carr cleat that we're giving away to our grand prize winner of our double elimination Madden tournament. We got an autographed Darren Waller cleat, as well as a big badass Raider box full of swag from RaiderNationStore.net and Motorsports.com that we're going to add in every freaking round. This is going to be face masks, flags, patches, cards, swag from Raider Reaction. It's going to be busted at the freaking seams. So we got about half the league full already. Games are kicking off November 1st. We're doing live draws for first round games. It's a double elimination tournament. All Raiders. Raider on Raider freaking crime, man. We're going to be live streaming select games through early rounds and then live streaming all of the final games with live game calls. So if you think you got some game on them sticks, message the Raider Reaction Facebook page and we'll get your invoice out as a $30 buy-in to get in. $30 buy-in. But I'll tell you what, the grand prize is shit, man. This is at least $200-300, if not more. I don't know how much you value the cleat at. What do you value the cleat at? You're gonna have face masks, flags, patches, bumper stickers, poker chips, all kinds of shit in there. So I don't know. What do you think it is? But make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and most of all, become an official supporter of Raider Reaction. So on the first Thursday of every month, you can stop in here and ourselves and our sponsors, we get back to you, man. Everybody who's a supporter gets a ball assigned to them in the raffle hopper, and we give out prizes for a freaking hour. Last month, we gave out 17 prize packs. A month before, we gave out 20 prize packs. It was 20-some the month before that. That's how we roll. So if you win a prize pack, it's almost enough to pay for being a sponsor for an entire goddamn year. Trust me. Everybody that's been a supporter knows that. The prizes are worth winning, man. It's only $4.99 to be a supporter a month. Go to RaiderReaction.com, hit the supporter tab, all the info's there. We're at that blue button at the top of the Raider Reaction Facebook page. Get it done. All right, let's move on. That's enough of my fucking...
All I have in this world is my balls and my words, and I don't break them for no one. You understand?
You goddamn right. So, moving on. Now, I think Raider Nation owes me a little bit of debt of gratitude. I don't want any thank yous, really, but I feel like I put myself out there. I went all the way to Carolina. I desecrated the stadium the night before. I desecrated it before the game. We represented Raider Nation there well to kick off this inaugural 2020 season, and we felt that we needed to help even a little more. Just keep the good mojo of this season going. So I enlisted the help of my Missouri brother, Show Me Raider. He had to hook me up with a backwoods Missouri voodoo doctor. And I'm telling you, man, you think Louisiana voodoo doctors are wicked, man? Backwoods Missouri voodoo doctors, they ain't nothing to fuck with. These guys only got like 3 teeth, and 2 of those are in their pocket. So he hooked me up, and because last season, man, the voodoo doll just didn't work. It just didn't work. It worked the season before. We broke the curse of the kitty table. But last season, it just didn't work. So I had to do something. So on Sunday morning, we enlisted the help of the backwoods Missouri three-toothed voodoo doctor to do up the voodoo doll properly. And we inserted one spike right in its little fucking queeflet heart. And apparently, it seemed to work. It seemed to work. So, well, we're going to be sticking with our newly voodoo doll. For the rest of the season, we'll be stabbing the fuck out of his ass weekly. So we got one through the heart. And we got that first win. So, we'll get back to him before the end of the show. He's going to need one more for the week. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll let you guys choose. Our little Mahomeless voodoo doll. And that one, he stays all the way till the final whistle blows. All right. Rankings time. Oh, yeah. Rankings time. Rankings time. Now, all these rankings are bullshit, so we all know this. But I like to choose one at the beginning of the season as my barometer for the season for how the league views your team, your franchise, as they're going through the ebbs and flows of a season. So you can't look at like 1 week, you look at the CNN rankings, then you look at USA Today the next time, and then you're looking at the fucking, the coaches ranking, and then you're looking at the fucking Pro Football Focus rankings. Oh, but we're 10, oh, but we're 15 on it. You gotta pick one. And go with the gauge that group of fucking jagoffs sees you. And it's just kind of a good cross-section to see how the league views you. So, I choose the ESPN rankings. It's a worldwide leader in bullshit, sports related. So, we started out at the beginning of the season 17, jumped to 13, 15, 17. Now we're back up to 15 in the ESPN rankings. At 3 and 2, jumped up 2 spots. Turnover differential is the biggest note that they're pointing out on their rankings that is keeping the Las Vegas Raiders where they are. And I think we would all say, that's pretty well obvious. Tom, we know ESPN's a pile of shit. Like I said, it's a worldwide leader in bullshit, sports related. So, but like I said, it's a good parameter. It's good just to see kind of where we're at. So, the league is kind of seeing the Raiders as this team they don't really know what they are. They're a little Jekyll and Hyde-ish thus far. You come out with the big win in week 1 that almost was a loss. You almost let it get away, but you bowed, but didn't break at the end. Week 2, you looked like fucking giant killers. And then in week 3 and 4, you really didn't know what you were. And then you have this gigantic win, really the biggest upset victory of the entire season league-wide. There's not another upset victory that you can put out there. No way. There's not another one. It was by far, thus far, through 5 weeks of the season, the biggest upset win of the year across the board. Was the Chiefs getting knocked out. They're the defending Super Bowl champ. They hadn't lost. They went all the way through the playoffs. They're on this long fucking winning streak. And you got this team that just come off of 2 losses. Everybody's wondering who the fuck they are. If the Raiders go in there and get trucked by the fucking Chiefs, everybody's throwing them under the bus. They're done. They're done. Everybody would be throwing the Raiders under the bus right now if they went in and lost to Kansas City and looked like shit. One game. The difference between 3 and 2 and 2 and 3 would be fucking gigantic. People would be fucking, oh my god, the groups would be going insane. People would be calling for Carr's head for the next 2 fucking weeks. It would be insanity. I was not looking forward to going into the bye week on a loss. Running our little social media fucking whatever the hell we do. Because it wasn't going to be fun. It was going to be digging through fucking shit and climbing through the toilet for fucking 2 weeks. The group was going to be a shit show, and it wasn't going to be any fun. So, now, we get to ride high. Fucking higher than giraffe ass for fucking 2 weeks. And we're feeling good. And that's the way it should be. But nobody thought that was going to happen. Nobody thought that was going to happen. So everybody's still kind of wondering, what identity is this silver and black team? And I think you're going to see a little closer to who this team really is when they come out after 2 weeks in the primetime game against the Succaneers and fucking Shady Brady. I think you're going to get a little more glimpse of what this team really is. But I want to take a quick look at the offense that you had out on the field here in this game against the Chiefs. The big return of Trent Brown, one of your bookends, was huge. Huge this weekend. And as Denzel Good just had to slide over, fill in for Richie Incognito on the line. These guys played 100% of your snaps, as well as Derek Carr. So your line and your quarterback were intact the entire freaking game. Darren Waller, with 91% of the snaps, was there damn near the rest of the time on offense as well. That was a solid core right there. One of the positives coming out of the fact you got a 2-week break is you're going to get Richie Incognito back in this offensive line. Most likely at the end of this bye, there's a good possibility he could be coming back, and that's fabulous news. That's going to shorten that time that you have to play without him. Denzel Good, to me, last year he filled in great at the guard. Is a lot better than he filled in at the tackle position, and I would say the same this year. I think he's much more natural filling in at the guard position. If we had to go with him for a few more weeks, I think we're fine with Good plugged in at the guard, as long as Trent Brown stays healthy. The other positive thing about the 2 weeks is that's extra time for Trent Brown to get his big ass healthy too. Because him being out there, man, 6'8", 6'9", fucking mountain of a man on the end of your line, that's a positive thing, man. And having him out there is huge. So that's 2 more weeks to get him healthy. That's 2 more weeks for fucking Ruggs Hammy to fucking rest a little bit. And you're looking at getting Mo Hurst back, Collins back, Damon Arnett, Brian Edwards, your rookie wide receiver. That's big news. So you got a team that's going in really looking good on both sides of the ball, and you're getting back a bunch of key pieces when you come out. So that's huge, man. That is huge for going into that big game. Now, when you're looking at the production, he was my what the fuck signing. Yeah, I'm telling you. What? He was one of my what the fuck signings in the offseason. When we signed Nelson Aguilar, I was like, oh, this stonehead motherfucker, we're bringing this guy over. He ain't nothing but a fucking gift. He's a meme from Philadelphia. I don't want him. Nelson Aguilar goes out there and leads all wide receivers in snaps on the field with 79%. Balls out. This guy has more touchdowns right now as a Las Vegas Raider through 5 weeks of the NFL season than he did the entire last year as an Eagle. He's resurrected his career. He's playing with fire. He's got these cuts out there, man. He's made a couple cuts that are just breaking fucking ankles, man. Nelson Aguilar has really been a shining star. And then you have Henry Ruggs III, who comes and gets 64% of the snaps. This guy, I tell you, some people are just uneducated. They're like, oh, he hasn't done much the first few games. I know he was hurt, but, the first couple games when he was out there, he was definitely a factor. He would run by guys. Guys were grabbing him. I don't know how many flags he got on holding calls, because the guy is so fucking fast. If he catches you on the first move, he's flying by you, and you're going to have to hold or he's running free. So that's what this guy causes. And every time he's on the field, you've got to watch for him. So he's a mismatch. So you've got to watch for him. You got to account for him. And that's the difference. Even if he's not 100% healthy, having him out there changes everything. Changes everything. He was only targeted 3 times. The first one, he goes up, and it's a fucking circus catch over the top of the defender, off his fucking head, fucking ass over fucking elbows, and oh man. I mean, that was some crazy highlight reel shit. And then the touchdown, 2 catches, targeted 3 times, 1 touchdown, 118 yards receiving. That's a freaking day for Henry Ruggs III right there. That's his coming out party. That's his coming out party right there. Henry Ruggs III. Targeted 3 times, 2 receptions, 118 yards, and a touch. That was a big play. Aguilar, a touchdown, 2 receptions, 67 yards. He was only targeted twice, so he has 100% on his targets. Solid. Darren Waller, another nice game. 5 catches, 48 yards, and a touch. Solid game for him. Alec Ingold. I just swear, every time Alec Ingold touches the ball, just something exciting happens. When you're drawing up wheel routes and shit for your fullback, that's just That's fun football right there. When you've got guys at every position that can make plays. Right now, if you look at every position on the offense, every one of them is dynamic and can make a play right now. Look at your running backs, man. Look at your running backs. Josh Jacobs goes for 23 carries, 77 yards, 2 touchdowns. Big game for Josh Jacobs. Kind of, they really bottled it up a little bit the last 2 weeks. Big breakout game for him. But look at Devontae Booker, who's coming in and spelling Josh Jacobs. Carries the rock 7 times for 62 yards. 8.9 average a carry. Another one that I was like, Devontae Booker? What are we doing with him and fucking Nelson Aguilar? Hey, man. That's why these guys get paid a hell of a lot more than me to evaluate talent. Yeah, I tell you. Because those are both a hit for the fucking Mayock Gruden fucking law firm. That's for damn sure. Those have both been a hit. Huge. Huge paydays. Big. When you bring in free agents like that and they hit, man, that's big. That's just big. That's just big. It really is. Zay Jones did have a catch in this game. He was a little non-factor. He had 1 catch for 2 yards. It was his only target of the game. You did see a target to Rico Gafford. He actually had a target. Witten had a couple catches as well. And Jalen Richard had 4 for 26. He was targeted 5 times. Hunter Renfrow did show up for the 1 big catch for 42 yards. And didn't he pull a pass interference call, I believe, as well. So, offensively, man, I'm telling you, where on the offense can you find a weakness? Right now, the loss of Richie Incognito, but I'm telling you, Denzel Good at the guard position is a solid fucking fill-in. He's a solid fill-in. You're going to get Richie back soon enough. Richie! Soon enough. All right. Moving over to the defense. I'm telling you, I made the argument last week why I thought the game was lost against the Bills by the offensive side of the ball. The defense set you up for a win last week. The defense caught unnecessary flack in week 4. I thought they were solid. I thought your offense not being able to get it done in the red zone cost you that game. Your defense gave you the entire third quarter to grasp that game and be able to do something with it. And you've seen them really turn a freaking corner, and I don't know, man. It's like, did I just watch you grow up right for my own eyes? Like, instantly, in the third quarter, the second half of this Chiefs game, this defense just grew up. I saw it the week before. I saw it. I saw a defense that came out and was getting gashed early, and then they fucking bowed up. And then they shut them motherfuckers down in the third quarter. Shut down that team, man. But your offense didn't seize the opportunity when they had it right there. So I was seeing this defense turn a little bit of a corner. It's not all the scheme, man. On defense, players really got to make plays. Because if you miss one fucking play on defense, that shit's a touchdown. That shit's a touchdown. Okay, if you fuck up a play on offense, you're like, all right, we only got 2 yards. Let's try again. You don't get that on defense. You fuck up once, and it's on a player, man. You're in the wrong spot. You were supposed to be here. You were supposed to cover him. You were supposed to slide off this guy. You're in the wrong fucking gap, man. Something. It's a lot of that. You've seen him turn the corner, man, because I tell you what, in the third quarter, 3 and out, 5 and punt, 4 and punt, 4 and an interception. And then there late in the game, they finally get another touchdown to pull it to 40-32. But your defense shut down the fucking poster boy, the NFL stroker right now, the commissioner. Everybody's wanting to jam down your throat. He's on your fucking State Farm commercials, fucking Wheaties, he's selling fucking tampons. Whatever the fuck they got that douchebag selling now. The fact you could take him, you have not seen Patrick Mahomes look dejected, look just wanting to get the fuck out of Dodge like that. You have not seen that Patrick Mahomes on the sideline yet in his career. That he'd been riding a high for too long. He needed knocked off his fucking perch. And Raiders gladly obliged. To all of our pleasure. The defense is giving up too much points, Bill. I get that. But I think the thing that me and you and some of the Raider Nation need to understand is that this is a different league. And yes, we're giving up a little too many points. But I think our expectations are a little much in the video game world that is 2020 NFL football. There's supposed to be a lot of points scored. That's why they call the fucking flags. That's why they slanted the rules. That they want an exciting video game type atmosphere. That's what they're trying. They want a lot of points. They've handcuffed the defense. So defense is a lot harder and a lot more points are scored. Points are up across the board in the NFL right now. Teams are putting up a larger percentage of points a game than typical seasons. So as a whole, it's up. So yes, I agree. They need to dial back the points, but I don't think it's as bad. Oh, Leslie, god damn you. I don't think it's as bad. Leslie. I don't think it's as bad as everybody wants to make it. Thank you, Leslie, for, pulling out old spirits. Thank you. Yeah. I don't think it's as bad as everybody wants to make it out. The turnover differential is what is glaring right now. That's where this defense needs to get a little better. We need to force more turnovers. We've given the ball away more than we've gotten it. That's not good. You can't give the ball away more than you receive. No. Should be a little more equal, and you want it a little more in the favor of the takeaways than the giveaways. That's how playoff teams roll. So, we're hoping that's the situation. We're hoping that's the situation. So, oh man, completely lost my train of thought there. I was derailed. Oh well, it's not important. Who knows where I was at? It was on defense, that's for sure. But some of the shining stars that definitely popped out on defense. You had Nick Kwiatkowski. Having him back was huge. He was out there, lighting it up, man. He was looking good. You had Jonathan Abram. Jonathan Abram looked a little more dialed and a little more not quite so reckless this last game. I love Jonathan Abram and I love his fire. I just want him to, I don't know, just harness it just a little better. I don't want him to see him, missing tackles. Just harness it a little better. It may be, Bill. Could have been a little something else too. But it's Steve Juice. This is why fucking Leslie, I blame her. But Nick Kwiatkowski, Trayvon Mullen this guy is looking like he could be one of the best damn corners in the league if somebody just play another fucking side, and stick around and be healthy. So you get Arnett coming back. This could be interesting. This could be interesting when you get Arnett coming back and hopefully healthy. I'm just concerned about his thumb. He's already had a couple issues now with the thumb, and I believe it's going to be an issue that he's going to battle basically all season long now. He's going to play with that fucking stupid club cast probably, or some point, or hybrid of a cast. I have no idea, man. Why the hell are people calling for Earl Thomas? I have no idea. No idea why anybody's calling for Earl Thomas. We've got our team in-house. At this point of the season, I don't want to bring anybody else's scabs in. Anybody else's cast-offs. Fucking recycling put out on the curb. Fuck that. Earl Thomas, you've got other teams that are literally having player stances to not even bring Earl Thomas in. They don't want the team to even bring him in to discuss him. Nobody wants Earl Thomas. Nobody wants Eric Weddle. Nobody wants these recycled old-ass safeties. No thank you. I like Jeff Heath too. the big pick, I mean, Heath comes in, Harris gets a little backed up, Heath finally gets a little extra playing time, and he makes the big play. Makes the big play. He was solid in Dallas. So it's nice. It's just we're getting a little banged up over there on the other side of from Trayvon Mullen. We're going through cornerbacks. So this 2 weeks cannot come at a better time. This cannot come at a better time. It absolutely can't. You're riding a high, man. One of the biggest wins in years against the defending champ, ended a streak. I mean, you put up a freaking 40 burger on him in Arrowhead, in front of the Queeflets. It was an amazing win. So you're riding that. You go in 2 weeks, and guess what you got looking on the other side? You got Vegas. You don't even have to travel. You got prime time. You got Shady Brady coming to town. You got the Bucks, man. I'll tell you what, they are stroking the Bucks, and they're stroking Brady. This is the start of their freaking prime time tour, I guess you would call it. The fucking Brady and the Bucks primetime tour. They start with the Raiders, and then they got a primetime game the next week against the Giants, and then again the following week against the Saints. Then they go back to an early game against the Panthers, and then the following week it's a primetime game again. So 4 out of the next 5 games are under the lights. We started off. It's going to be very interesting, man. It's going to be very interesting. The Raiders and Bucks have a lot of history. The Raiders and Shady Brady have a lot of history. The fact that we could kick both of them square in the fucking balls at the exact same time and get like a fucking 2 for special is amazing. It's amazing. This is lining up to just be that game that certifies you as a goddamn badass in the NFL this year, that puts you on the fucking map in 2020. This is that game. This is that game. We got the fucking Browns, the Chargers, the Donkeys looking down the road after this? Are you kidding me? You're gonna run a train on that. So if you go out and you handle business against the Bucks, holy shit. You could all of a sudden find yourself in that top 10 conversation and one of the top teams in the AFC. That's rare air here lately for the Silver and Black. And that's where we need to be. There's an upturn right now, man. This was a team, I'm telling you, we've seen them grow up right in front of us. Right in frickin' front of us on Sunday. And that was a beautiful thing to watch. And my favorite part was Tyreek Hill getting fucking laid out by Jonathan Abram down inside the 5, and Abram stands over him, giving him the what, bitch? That was my moment. That was my moment right there. That was the one. Did somebody say purple drink? Purple drink. Oh, you guys are bringing out all the fucking old, all the bags of tricks, you sons of bitches. Fucking Stevel Juice, fucking Jawalrus up in the house. We got fucking my homeless voodoo doll stabbed in the heart. We're just getting off the fuck chain tonight. Oh, it's like the good old days. All right, moving on. As somebody was saying there, if you're not one of those cool kids that doesn't have the supporter badge at the top of your name, you need to get one of those. Once a month, Raider Reaction, RaiderNationStore.net, Motosports.com. We all put a whole bunch of prize packs together. I've already got a whole bunch ready for the next raffle. And all of our supporters get assigned a ball in the raffle hopper, and the first Thursday of every month, we give away a whole bunch of prize packs and scatter silver and black awesomeness all over the world. Like little packs dropping from the football gods. Silver and black packs all over the world. So, if you want to be one of those cool kids, go to the RaiderReaction.com. Click the supporter tab or go to the top of the Facebook page and click that blue button that says become a supporter. Do it. That'll throw you in to the Dark Side Inner Circle group where, we can tell you little behind the scenes nuggets, things that are coming up and all that good stuff. But most importantly, to be in there for the raffle. So we can give back to you to help us continue our mission here at Raider Reaction to paint the world silver and black. And we're doing so. And we're doing so with the help of Raider Nation that supports us. And thank you, each and every damn one of you, because you guys, you are the shit. And you can do it right now. Literally do it right now. It takes like a freaking second. You can do it right now. It's probably right under what you're watching. There's a button right there somewhere. Hit it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Trust me. You want some of this stuff that's coming up in the next raffles. Trust me. I got a new big pack from RaiderNationStore.net. I got a new prize pack from Motosports.com. And I got a bunch of new stuff. New bracelets, all kinds of new shit that I'm throwing in. Yeah, you got to get yourself one of these Raider Reaction Fuck Your Team bracelets. My team ain't even seen them yet. Unless they looked closely. Alright, moving on. Moving along. But besides being a supporter, make sure to follow us on the Twitter, because everybody loves a good Twitter. Subscribe to our Instagram, follow us on YouTube, or subscribe, whatever you do there, hit the fucking bell, something. Do that. And join the official group of Raider Reaction, the Dark Side. Come to the Dark Side. It's real, it's raw, it's uncensored. Even more uncensored than it used to be. So if you happen to get booted here in the last week or so, you should probably come back in, because we've had a little some heart to hearts about what uncensored really is. And uncensored to me is don't come fucking asking me to ref shit, motherfucker. Don't you ask me to ref shit. I want our group to be the goddamn Thunderdome. Fuck you. You post something, stick up for yourself. You comment something, fuck you. Stick up for yourself. We ain't there to ref your shit. It's the Thunderdome from here on out. I'm telling you, it's real, it's raw, it's uncensored, and we're going to keep it that way from here on out. So, Raider Reaction Empire, come to the Dark Side. We've been expecting you. It's the group you should be in. Alright, let's talk about this upcoming game with Shady Brady, the Buccaneers, Sunday night football, all that shit. Let's take a look at that. You've got the Buccaneers are sitting at 3-2 right now. They got a tough game before they got to play us, man. They got a tough game before they play us. They got to play the Packers. All right, so they're playing the 4-0 Packers. Aaron Rodgers is the only quarterback yet to throw a pick in the league that's left standing after this last week. And you got him. You got 4-0 Aaron Rodgers. So they don't have a walk in the park. So there's a good possibility they come into this game 3-3. Mike Evans has been hurting. He's banged up. Godwin's been banged up. The tight end's hurting. Their running back hasn't been doing shit. They're not all that. Okay? I'm deep behind the enemy line. I hear that fucking way too much about these cocksuckers. They're not all that. The world wants to stroke them. The NFL world wants to stroke them because Tom Brady's on their team. And when you look at their roster from a fantasy football perspective, you're like, oh, well, they got Godwin, and they've got Evans, and they've got Rojo, and Rojo. That dude doesn't deserve a fucking nickname. Fucking Hojo, you hobo motherfucker. No, Rojo. Get the fuck out of here. They don't have anybody on that team deserves a fucking nickname. Not a one. So, if Mike Evans is banged up, and Chris Godwin's banged up, and your tight end's banged up, and your running back's fucking busted ass, your old-ass quarterback, he can't even remember what fucking down it is anymore. He does not look himself. I'm telling you, this game just landed. Sometimes the stars align with the third moon from Uranus, and it just all lines up, and the football gods shine upon you, and this is just one of those, man. You can come off one of the biggest games in seasons, biggest wins, and then you get 2 weeks to prepare for these guys. Did you just watch what I watched last game, what this defense did to Patrick Mahomes, one of the most dynamic, mobile, agile quarterbacks in the National Football League? The guy's reigning MVP, Super Bowl champion, and they made his ass look pedestrian. What the fuck do you think they're gonna do to that 42-year-old fucking downhill on his way out the fucking door, busted ass old quarterback? I don't care how many fucking rings he's got. Father Time is undefeated. And you're starting to see the chinks in the armor. Send Mad Max after that motherfucker. Come with some blitz packages. Hit that son of a bitch dead in the fucking mouth. Fuck, I'd take a fucking 15-yard penalty to see his eyes roll back in his fucking head. Fuck it. Send somebody. Send Jonathan Abram on a fucking suicide mission up the fucking middle. Take him out. Bring me his head. That's what they should be saying. That should be the motto for the next 2 weeks. That should be Gruden's motto. Fuck that knock on wood. Bring me his head. That should be the motto. That should be the credo for the next 2 weeks. Bring me his head. Because, man, the way Cleve Farrell's playing, I'm telling you, that was a little savage. Just a little. I tell you what, some of the people that watch games, I just wonder what the fuck they're watching. Cleve Farrell has been playing. I tell you, if you don't get a sack, if there's not a sack next to your fucking name, people just think you're playing like shit. If you're anywhere near the fucking line of scrimmage on the defense. It's a fucking amazing to me. It's amazing. It's amazing. That guy's having a great season, man. I'm telling you, you're going to see a turn in this defense. The confidence coming out of this 2 weeks, if you go out and you do what you should do against the Bucs, confidence is going to rise. Oh my God. Browns, chokers, donkeys. After the Bucs. Oh, yeah. That's good stuff right there. That's good stuff right there. That's damn good stuff. All right. It's getting that time of the night. Got to start wrapping up the show a little bit. And I like to, one of my final segments, as I like to wrap up the show, work my way out the door, back out. You know, always like to back out. I keep my eyes on you fuckers walking out the door here. It's time for that.
What?
Oh yeah, it's that time.
What?
For the Raider Nation Report. What the fuck? The WTF. All right. Tonight's WTF. I've noticed an epidemic, Raider Nation. I've noticed an epidemic. And I'm not talking a pandemic. We know what the fuck that is. This is an epidemic. An epi proportion. Not pan, epi. It's getting fucking, shit's getting off the hook. I'm seeing it in the groups. I'm seeing it on pages. I don't know if it's some sort of new psychosis. Some people getting disconnected in their brains. I don't know if this is like old folks. It seems to be a problem that age doesn't seem to be affected by race. It hits everybody. Young, old, men, women, short, tall. I don't get it. I'm seeing it everywhere. It's this, I think it's a disease. I think we gotta call it a disease at this point. The disease of the brain, a mental disease. It's called premature posting. And it's a problem. It's becoming a big problem. I mean, it's becoming such a problem that I'm seeing diehard fans posting first quarters of games, giving up on their team. Fuck it, I'm going back to work. I'm seeing fans give up in second quarters and posting third quarters before the whistle even blows for the half. How? I can see you get a little worried. I know it's been a long time coming for the Raiders. I see you get a little worried. But how do you allow it to go through your hands, to your fingertips, to your post, and you hit post? How can you do that? That's a whole fucking thought process, man. That ain't just saying something like, oh, fuck, shit, we're gonna lose. No, You had to take that through your brain to your hands, type that shit. You had to pull up your app, get to the motherfucker, type it all in there, you had minutes to think about this. Minutes! And you still hit post. Premature posting's a problem, Raider Nation. If it's one of your friends doing it, you need to help them. The only way, the only cure, I'm afraid, the only cure for premature posting is for you to grab them by the throat and bitch slap the fuck out of them. That's the only cure. I'm afraid it's the only cure. And so, if it's your friend or your loved one, I'm sorry, you must grab them by the throat and smack the fuck out of them. What the fuck? Premature posting's a problem. It's a problem. And we need to work together to stop it. I'm telling you. This is something we can all get behind. Unify against premature posting. Man, if you think you got game on them Madden sticks, PS4, Madden 21, we got this Darren Waller cleat. Autographs, got the JSA on the heel, man. This is a real freaking deal right here. We got that in a whole big badass box, plus a prize pack for the runner-ups, only a $30 buy-in. Get it while you can. There are going to be that many more spots left. Games are kicking off November 1st. You got 2 weeks left. Quit sleeping, man. Come on. Come on. Make sure to follow us on Instagram. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. And don't forget about the Twitter. Don't forget our Twitter. Everybody loves a good Twitter. Join the official group of Raider Reaction, the Raider Reaction Empire. Come to the dark side. We've been expecting you. And become an official supporter of Raider Reaction, man. You see all the cool kids out there in the audience? Come on, man. We're trying to paint the world silver and black here. You love what we do. You watch it. You like listening to Big L. Prime's giving you fucking fantasy nuggets. We got Raider Ortiz on fucking halftime shows. There's so many people all helping behind the scenes. The whole hype team. Raiders Girl, Raiderette Red, Sister East. Too many to name. I know I'm going to forget all of you. Katie, Ariel. Goddamn, I forgot my list. I don't have my rundown list and all the ones that I forgot. But, man, help support Raider Reaction. Help us keep painting the world silver and black. Keep bringing you classic games, the highlight clips of the freaking big wins. We stream the game for you so if you can't watch it, we try to give you a forum that's void of all the bullshit, the censoring, and the rest of the crap. Just somewhere that you can come and be yourself. Whether that's, well, you're an asshole, you're a bitch, we don't care. We love you, and you belong here on the dark side. Thank you for joining us. As always, I appreciate any second you spend with us here at Raider Reaction. You guys are the shit. Except for you calling out frickin' Stevel Juice. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Purple drink. Purple drink. It's been a little savage up in here tonight. But, before we go. One more for the little queef voodoo doll. Little homeless. We're out. Peace, love. Raider Nation.